Greetings, and maybe today this little video will help you if you have a problem where your front brake rotors are overheating. When they get really hot like that, that means that the piston or pistons inside here have seized. And what they've done is they push the brake pads real tight on both sides of the rotor and won't release. They don't release very far, but just a little bit. Now, many times when this happens, it is indeed this master brake caliper has to be replaced. Now, we're looking today at a 2007 Saturn Vue. But before you go to the expense, here is a possible quick, easy fix which many people miss. I have seen people put on 2 or 3 of these, one right after the other in short succession, thinking that that was it. But guess what it might be? Way back in here, I'm going to zoom in. This clamp right here, this clamp holds this brake line, a rubber flexible brake line. And that brake line goes into the back of the brake caliper. This clamp right here is iron, low-grade steel. I'm going to zoom in even a little bit closer. I have already pulled this clamp apart somewhat. Why did I do that? Well, the inside of this clamp can rust, and rusted metal expands. What had happened is this metal clamp had expanded on its inner diameter, squeezing and putting pressure on the rubber tube. So when you apply the brakes, the brake has enough power, I guess you could say, that it could push brake fluid through this restriction right here and to the brake cylinders. But when you take your foot off the brake, the pressure is supposed to be relieved in this brake line, and normally it is. But if you've got a really tight point here where the brake fluid cannot go back this way, then it's going to make these brake calipers stay in a locked, squeezed position up again, hard against the rotor, and it will overheat. So what am I telling you today? Many of these can be opened up a little bit. You can see this space right in through here. The space did not used to be that big, but last year I opened this clamp and it relieved the problem. I did not have to replace this brake piston assembly. Guess what? It's doing it again. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to take this clamp completely off, and I know it's going to instantly solve the problem. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is this. Before you go out and spend a lot of money to have this replaced, either you doing it yourself or having a professional do it, this clamp really needs to be checked, because if it wraps around this rubber hose and it's rusted, chances are just by opening this metal and relieving that tight constriction on the rubber hose, you may resolve your problem. Wouldn't that be great? Nice little fix like that, and you're back on the road with 0 expense. Well, I hope this video has been useful to you, and if you like what I've presented today, then please like this YouTube video. Thank you very much.